Hey gang, Carl White here. Well, I was going to say it's that time of year, but it's a little early. But I like being early for this. Here's what I'm talking about, is putting together a real simple loan officer business plan. And I've called this in the past my one-page business plan. It's one page, it's two sides, but it's like a one-page business plan. It's super simple. And I always start this time of year, and you want to start this time of year for putting together your business plan, because what most people do is they wait till the first of the year and then they go, I can do it, right? And they get all excited and then they start putting a plan together and they miss out on the best part of the season, which is the beginning of the year, right? So you do not want to wait to the beginning of the year to put together your business plan. You want to do it right now. And I'm going to go over this for you, but if you want a copy of this, I'll give it to you. Just tell me where to send it. You can have this, right? You're going to want to have this. And I'll also, if you want to, again, totally for free, we'll walk you through it and help you set up a business plan, right? Totally for free. The first thing that you want to do is you want to put together your previous year and your current year, like your numbers, right? There's two things you need to know if you're wanting to go somewhere. Number one, where am I now and where am I going, right? You have to have two spots to know how to get there. And so you're going to put in for the previous year, how many units, how much volume, what's your current comp plan, perhaps, your average loan amount, the income that you made last year, how many referral partners you have, and perhaps what does your team look like. And then once you have that, you put a plan together of what you want for, not what you want, what you're going to get for the coming year. And you put in how many units you want to close, what's that volume going to be, what's your comp plan look like, what's your average loan amount. Because, the way to make more money isn't always just closing more loans. It might be either A, figuring out a way to increase my comp plan, or B, give an average loan amount more. You go, Carl, how do I get an average loan amount more? You go after the bigger fish. Well, Carl, there's not bigger fish in my area. What if we put together a plan of where there is bigger fish, right? Living right where you are. I'm not saying move or anything. That a lot of people get more business by just simply targeting, I'm not going to say better areas, more productive areas. Let's say it that way, right? And so we can simply put together a plan on how to do that. The next piece is you put down, what is my top 5 things that I want to accomplish? Like what are my top 5 business goals? Right? What are my top 5 business goals? And it might be maybe getting more loans from my past database, or perhaps I want to get to 2 referred leads per day. Right? If we get to 2 referred leads per day, what is that? That'd be 60 a month, which would be about 15 closings. And let's say you make $3,000 per closing, that'd be what? An extra $45,000 a month. That's like an extra $500,000 for the year. Right? And so how are you going to do that? Well, my goal is to get 2 referred leads per day, which close for me about 25%, 1 out of 4. So if I'm getting 2 referred leads per day, that's like $500,000 extra per year in income. Pretty good plan, pretty good goal. But then we need to map it out. So once we put down our top 5 business goals, and maybe it's social media, maybe it's teaching classes, like whatever those goals are, then the next piece is like we have to put together, like what are the top 3 activities that I'm going to do for quarter 1. So in other words, I got these goals down, like maybe 2 referred leads per day, right? I want to get 2 referred leads per day. So now I have to put together, what are the top 3 activities to make that happen? Right? Because it's one thing to go, well, I'm going to do better. I'm going to do more. No, that's not a goal. We have to put a number to it. And then we have to put, what are the top 3 activities to make that goal happen? And by the way, we'll help you with that, right? And again, we'll do it like literally for free. So when you enter in where to send this to, you can schedule it and we can help you figure out what your goals are if you need help with that. And then we can help you, well, what's the activities to make those goals happen? Because one thing that's really cool about what we do over here is we work with literally thousands and thousands of loan officers across the country. And whatever you're looking to do, whatever your goal is, either ourselves in my own personal branch or somebody we know already has the result. They're already doing that activity, already getting the results, and all you got to do is copy them, right? That's the whole idea behind a business plan. And then when we flip the page over here, it's what are my non-negotiables? What are my non-negotiables in my schedule? I'll just tell you mine. I don't work evenings and I don't work weekend, period. And I've got a very good income, right? I bring in 8 figures a year right now, and I still don't work evenings or weekends, right? I just don't. And so that's my non-negotiable. I'm not saying that's what your non-negotiable, because this is a personalized plan. You personalize it to you. And then once I put my non-negotiables in my schedule, as we look at this next section here, It's like, what does my schedule look like? As you can see here, we have, what am I doing from 7 to 9? For me, that's like sitting out on the front porch having tea with the lovely Mrs. White first thing in the morning. Maybe I'm going for a bicycle ride. Maybe I'm going for a walk, right? I tell you what it's not. It's not checking my emails, right? That is so unproductive first thing in the morning. And then once I actually start work, for me, which is 9 o'clock, what am I doing for that first 2 hours? What am I doing at noon? What am I doing in 1 to 3? And what we'll map out for you is what we call the perfect loan officer day. The perfect loan officer day, well, we'll go through and help you put on your schedule, map out a schedule of the activities to get the goals that you want. Like, what does that perfect day look like? Again, you've got to plan it out. We can't just stumble into it. It doesn't work that way, right? It just doesn't work that way. And then the last piece, we put, like, what's our development? Like on my plan, on your loan officer business plan, what's your development? In other words, what's some skills that you need to develop? Let's say you want to teach a class. Carl, I need to put together a PowerPoint, and what would I say? We've got all that, you know. We've got all that. But what skills do you need to develop? And maybe it's time blocking. Maybe it's I want to do video marketing. Like whatever those are, what are the skills I need to develop? The second part, what's one technology I need to implement? Maybe it's a CRM perhaps. Maybe again it's like video marketing or something. What's one technology? And then the last piece, which to me might be the most important of all, is what's one thing I'm going to stop doing in my business plan? What's one thing I'm doing now that I just don't like doing? What am I going to stop doing? And you know, the funny thing about this one, sometimes I write down what I want to stop doing, and I actually look at what I'm doing there, and it's like, well, heck, I don't even need to delegate it out. I'm doing this activity. I'm not getting results from it. I can just stop doing it altogether. Now, some of it's stuff like, I don't know, chasing conditions, putting out fires, where, look, somebody's got to do it for sure, right? I mean, we're in a reactive business, but how do I stay proactive? How do I stay focused on building my business? Is I need to get somebody else to help me chase conditions and put out fires. And what is my plan to make that happen, right? So we can't just say, well, that's what I want to do. We have to put together a plan. You got to put together a plan. If you don't put together a plan, man, it's probably not going to happen, right? So you got to put together a plan step by step. Would love to walk you through this. I'll give you a copy again. Somewhere on here, there's a little form here. Tell us where to send this to. And then once you go there, there'll be a calendar that's available. Pick a day and a time, and we'll go over it with you. Like, we'll go over your plan with you. And I bet it'll be really, really helpful for you. So this will be a one-on-one call. It usually takes about 45 minutes, something like that. Now, you don't have to do it, right? You can have the form and do it alone by yourself. But if you'd like us to, you know, a second pair of eyes to take a look at it and look over what you're doing, we're happy to do that too. So anyway, click on the link. I'll see you on the inside. And any loan officers you think would benefit from getting that, feel free to share this link. We'd like to talk to them too. So, all right. But first, let's take care of you, right? Let's take care of you so that you can get those results that you're looking for. Don't wait for the first of the year when everybody else is doing it. You want to be doing this now. Get a head start. I'm Carl White. I'll see you on the other side.